Hi everyone, welcome to my practice. My name is Elise. I am super happy to see you on the other side of your mat. Today you're up for about a 40-minute session, very relaxing. No sun salutations, no downward dog. We really take the time to be present in our body, in our mind. We'll do a bit of hips opening, back bend, twist, just a little bit of everything, but at a very slow pace. So it's ideal if you're a beginner. It's ideal if you feel a bit low in energy, or if you are an advanced practitioner and you need, a bit of a slower practice. You might need 2 blocks, so grab 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can grab dictionaries or book. They will do the trick. And if you have a strap or a scarf, you might also need that. So get what you need, maybe a nice sip of water, and then we'll start. See you on your mat. All right, welcome on your mat. So you can sit, I am actually sitting on a block. Hi Mia. So you can sit on a block, you can sit on a little pillow, on a cushion, on a rolled blanket or towel. It's always a good idea to elevate the hips, and so they are higher than the knees. And we spend quite a bit of time here sitting on our bum, so let's get comfortable. So find a comfortable seated position. So if you can have the knees below the hips, it's a good idea. If you can uncross the ankles, it's also a good idea. And if you can't do any of that, don't worry about it. What you can all do is grow the spine tall, find a gentle lift in the heart. The crown of the head reaches for the ceiling, and you should feel a good anchor through your sit bones. And if your eyes are not closed yet, you can softly close the eyes so we can take a moment to settle in. Yoga means union, so it's nice if we all get in the same energy, if we are all connected with our breath. So let's start by finding your breath. You don't have to do anything, just notice it. And when we connect to the breath, we send a message to the nervous system that it's time to slow down. It's actually one of the best ways to release any stress or any tension. It's just finding the breath and being in the present moment. So you can stop the chatter in your mind. There is no need to worry about the past. No need to worry about what might or might not happen later. And just be here and now. And you can start to lengthen your inhales. And give the same length to your exhales. And as you inhale some peace. And you can exhale stress, tension. You inhale positive vibes. And you exhale the negative ones. You inhale love. You exhale anger or irritation. And as you continue to deepen the breath, you can soften your face. Relax the forehead. Relax the muscles around the eyes and the jaw. Release the shoulders and let them drop in the back. Notice your arms on your laps. Notice your hands and your fingers and relax them. And you can also relax your belly and your glutes. Relax your legs. your feet, your toes. And become aware of your body sitting on the mat. Now take a deep breath. And through the mouth exhale. Take a deep breath and feel the air coming in the nostrils, filling up the lungs, the abdomen. And slowly and fully exhale. And again, take a deep breath. Be aware of the flow of the breath, of the flow of air coming in the nostrils, expanding the lungs down to the abdomen, and maybe hold it at the top. And then slowly and fully exhale. And then come back to a natural and simple breath. Notice what's different. And now bring your hands in prayer in front of the heart. And notice the tips of your fingers touching each other. Notice the fingers, the knuckles, the heels of the hands. And then you can bring a smile on your face. And then rub the palms together with energy to create some heat within the hands. Cup the hands in front of the eyes. And here, be aware of the energy you've created. Be aware of the vibrations. Then bring the eyes open, spread your fingers, and release. All right, good. So today we'll take it very slow. So let's start slow. So bring your chin parallel to the floor and keep smiling. Really, when you smile, your entire being smiles. So just keep smiling. Good. We'll do a little bit of neck movement to release tension and stress you might have in the shoulders, in the neck, in the head. So as you inhale, look up, send your gaze to the ceiling and feel the throat stretching. And as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, slowly look up. No abrupt movement. Take your time. No one is rushing us. And as you exhale, you bring the chin to the chest. Last time, inhale, look up. And as you exhale, chin to the chest. Oh, that feels good. And back to center on your inhale. And now, so these were the yes movement. Now we'll go to the no movement. As you inhale, turn the head to the right. Align chin and shoulder. Exhale, slowly turn the head to the left. Inhale, chin and shoulder. Again. Inhale to the right. Feel a nice stretch in the back and the side of the neck. And as you exhale to the left. And last time, inhale to the right. And as you exhale to the left. And back to center. Now ear to shoulder and not shoulder to ear. As you inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And you should feel a good stretch right here. Oh God. And as you exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Giving a bit of love to our neck. And as you exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Relax your hands. Inhale to the right. Keep smiling. And exhale to the left. And back to center. Good. Now bring the hands in prayer in front of the heart. And let's activate here. So by pressing on the hands, you should feel your pecs kind of engaging. And we don't have the elbows alongside the body. We'll have the elbows and the forearms parallel to the floor. Keep your hands actively pressing against one another. Now as you inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, open the hands to the floor, fingertips touch. Turn the hands up, inhale, reach high above the head, hands touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Actively press the hands against one another. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the floor. Hands up. Inhale to lift. Hands touch. Exhale to the heart. Activate. Last time. Inhale to lift. Create space. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. Stay here. And now we twist very gently. As we inhale, we twist to the left. So we gaze towards over the left shoulder. We really twist from the bottom of the spine. And as we exhale, slowly we twist to the right. The whole of the torso twist and the head is turning back. 2 more. Inhale, slowly twist to the left. The hands are actively pressing against one another. And as you exhale to the right, last time, inhale, twist to the left. And exhale, twist to the right. And back to the center. Now, inhale, lift the arms above the head and release the hands. Good. Grab opposite elbows. Now we'll side bend from here. So we inhale in the center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Now look up, lift the chin slightly, drop the shoulders and really open the left shoulder and the left chest. You should feel a good stretch on your left side. Inhale back to the center, firm the belly. And as you exhale, side bend to the left. So now you open the right shoulder, you open the right chest, you gently lift the chin, you look up. Firm the belly. Inhale to the center one more time. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to the center. And as you exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to center. Lift the arms above the head. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles to the floor. Open the chest. Find a gentle back bend here. The shoulder blades are squeezed. We open the collarbones. The throat is open. Chin is lifted. Smile on your face. Keep breathing. One more. And on an exhale, you can release. Good. So if you were sitting on something, you can remove it. Remove it to the side or to the front. And you can come onto all fours. We'll keep taking care of your spine. Give it a little bit of love to the back. So find your tabletop position. Stack the wrist underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and the feet here are flat. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cows, but very slowly and mindfully. So first, make sure the fingers are open. And press on the hands to gently dome the upper back. Now, as you inhale, the belly drops, tailbone lifts, nice curve in the lower spine, and look up. And as you exhale, you press on the hands, you tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, send the heart to the ceiling. Inhale, arch the back, look up, open the chest, create space in the collarbones. And as you exhale, you round, and now you feel the shoulder blades stretching away from one another, the heart going to the ceiling, tailbone is tucked. Last time, inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, look up. And as you exhale, find your cat position. And back to center. Good. Let's take some free hips movement. So as you inhale, move to the front and then make some kind of a H shape with the hips. You can close the eyes and you can take a bit of movement with your hips. Just to release any tension you might be holding there. Inhaling always to the front, exhaling back. And then you can change direction. Freestyle movement, any movement that feels good here. Just make sure you circle the hips around. Maybe a bit of movement in the shoulders. And then come back to the center. Alright, let's give a bit of love to your shoulders. Now press on the right hand, and as you inhale, you lift the left arm up. You look up. As you exhale, left arm underneath the right, left shoulder, left ear on the floor. And you can move the right arm forward. And you take a few deep breaths here. Really putting all the weight onto that left shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch here. Deep breathing, my friends, deep breathing. Now, if you have extended the right arm forward, bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Press on that right hand. Everyone inhale to open to the left again. And as we exhale, left hand back in its starting position. Now lean on the left hand. As you inhale, open to the right, stack the shoulders, look up. And as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, right ear, right shoulder on the floor, and bring all your weight here. And then you can extend the left arm forward if that makes you feel good, or you just keep the left hand where it was. Deep breathing. One more full breath. And then the left hand slides back if it was forward. Press onto the left hand. Inhale, open to the right. And exhale, right hand back underneath the shoulders. Good. All right. Now tuck all 10 toes. Slide the hands towards the knees and crouch. One of my students, hi Deborah, she taught me that word, crouch. I love it. So let's just stay here, finding a bit of balance on the toes. I'm not going to have you do a toe squat, don't worry about it. All right, now fingertips onto the floor. And from here, keep the head low. We'll go to a Raggle Pose. So press on the fingertips and on the balls of the feet. Start to straighten the legs, but keep the head low. Keep a nice bend in the knees. Feet are hips distance apart. And you can grab opposite elbows. And here, if you want to, you can bend one knee, straighten one leg, and do that a few times to warm up the arm strength. Make sure your head is really heavy. Make sure the upper body is heavy. Like a ragdoll, you know. You can sway from side to side, maybe find a bit of a bounce. I often say it, but the brain loves to be below the heart. It's one of the best position to release stress and tension. It's very soothing. You could also do that in a seated position on your chair when you're at work, for example. Now come back to stillness. Release the elbows. Press on the feet, and as you inhale, you slowly rise. Very slowly. The last thing that will come up are shoulders and head. And then the arms travel all the way to the top. Big inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the heart and release. Good. And welcome to standing. All right, go to the front of the mat if you were not. So today, no downward dog. It's quite a challenge for me to prepare a class without any downward dog, but that's what we're gonna do. So we'll start with a few hips openers. So as you know or not, stress is often in the hips, negative emotion, tension, so we'll open that up. Sometimes it can bring strong emotions. Some people might start to cry or feel really emotional, and there is nothing to worry about. All right? So separate your feet about hips distance apart, roll the shoulders back, and close your eyes for a moment. Now I want you to connect to your feet. Feet your feet on the mat. Really feel them. You can wiggle the toes. And then bring your attention to your ankles, your calf muscles, and your knees. And now lift the kneecaps and find your quads. Engage the quads. Bring your pelvis forward and your tailbone down, so you need to gently squeeze the glutes. And then let the energy come up to the belly. Firm the belly. Bring your attention to your heart. Find a gentle lift there. Roll the shoulders back. And then from the heart, bring the attention to the neck, the head, the crown of the head. And then feel your hands, feel your arms, your shoulders. And when you connect to the body, you also release the nervous system. You're really truly present. Now bring the hands in front of the heart in prayer and bring the eyes open. As you inhale, lift the arms above the head. Maybe find a gentle back bend that makes you feel good by squeezing the hips, by squeezing the glutes and bringing the hips forward and bending back. And as you exhale, bend the knees, fall forward, release the hands to the floor and relax the head. And now with the right foot, make a big step back, really a big wide step. And slide the back foot back, slide it back and start to sink the hips low. You really want to sink your hips close to the mat. And then naturally the right knee comes onto the floor. You release the top of the right foot. And you make sure that the left knee is above the left ankle. And here, if you had 2 yoga blocks, so if you had 2 yoga blocks, which I have, you could bring your hands on the block just to elevate the floor. You could also be here if that makes you feel good. See what you want to do. You want to be comfortable, right? We'll stay here for a few breaths. So either with blocks, maybe books, no blocks, no books, but open the chest. Sink the hips low. Feel the stretch in the groins, feel the stretch in the psoas, in the thighs. Elongate the spine. One more full breath. Now ground the right hand on the floor, and as you inhale, lift the left arm up and twist. And as you twist, imagine you want to bring the belly towards the left thigh and the chest towards the left side. You could even bring the hand on the belly and actively twist. And arm is up. Shoulders are stacked. Space between the ears and the shoulder. Now you can stay here, or you can bend the right knee, bringing the toes towards the ceiling. And the right hand might be here and grab the right foot. Or you could use a strap. You can stay here, and that's fine. Or you can bring the heel towards the glute. See what you want to do. See where you want to feel the stretch. As I do that, I feel it in the psoas, in the front of the thigh. Let's take 2 more breaths here. If you are holding the foot, release. Lift the arm up again. Turn forward and release the left hand on the left side of the foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the knee, look forward, little hop at the front of the mat. Relax the head and bend the knees, fall forward. Press on the feet, slowly rise, very slowly, and rolling the spine. And as you are coming to a standing position, arm lifts above the head, look up. And as you exhale, fall forward again. Hinge from the hips, find your Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head, hands to the floor, so bend the knees. And now slide the left foot as far back as you can. And then start to sink the hips towards the floor and bring the left knee on the floor. Flatten the top of the left foot. Make sure that the right knee is above the right ankle. And again, you can grab your blocks and you can just be here. Sinking the hips low and forward. You can have the blocks in any level that you want, or you can be on the fingertips, but make sure you don't slouch forward. You want to elongate the spine, elongate the neck. And you want to have the space in the chest to breathe. One more full cycle of breath. Now flatten the left hand on the block if you need to, that's really not an issue, or on the floor. And as you inhale, you open to the right. And again, you could even grab the belly in your hand and create space and really turn the belly towards the right thigh. Shoulders are stacked. Fingertips are reaching for the ceiling. Breathe. Press onto the left hand to retract the shoulder. So you can stay here, or you can bend the left knee, grab the left foot with the right hand, and you can stay in that position just with the foot in the hand, or you can bring the heel towards the glute. Woohoo! Enjoy the stretch in the left quad. And if you need to use a strap or maybe a scarf or a towel, please by all means do it. Using prop is fine. It's only to help us, elongate the arm, bring the floor closer. Let's do one more full breath. Then if you're holding the foot, relax the foot. Bring the right arm forward on the right side of the foot. Look forward, so open the chest again. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, and a little hop forward, bend the knees and fold. Let the head be heavy. Press on the feet, slowly rise. Inhale, arms above the head, maybe a gentle back bend if you need to, if you like to. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Good. Should have felt that here, right? It's good. Alright, find your position again. Bring your hands to your heart. As you inhale, rise the arms above the head. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, fall forward, Uttanasana. Now right foot slides back. And then left foot. So you find yourself in a plank, but we're absolutely not staying. Bring your knees onto the floor. Bend the elbows in and come into a laying position on the belly. Now you can slightly separate the legs, but make sure that you press the big toenail on the floor. Your hands are underneath the shoulders and the forehead is on the floor. Press the pubic bone on the floor. Keep the elbows alongside the rib cage. Now as you inhale, you press on the hands and you lift the heart, you peel the chest away from the floor to find a cobra. Now this is already quite a high cobra. You can just be here. This is absolutely a wonderful cobra, so don't force anything. So whether you are in a low cobra or higher cobra, the elbows are hugging the rib cage. And you can gaze somewhere to the floor. Some people like to look up, so find your own variation here. Let's do one more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come back to the floor. Keep your hands where they are. We'll do that one more time. Press on the hands, pubic bone onto the floor, big toenail on the floor. Maybe the knees lift a little bit even. And as you inhale, find your cobra. High cobra, low cobra. Find your own variation for your own practice. Heart is open, shoulders are down. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower down. Now zip the legs. And as you inhale, find your child's pose. So bring the hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms forward and press the forehead onto the floor. Now if the forehead doesn't touch the floor, again you can use a yoga block or a book and you can rest the forehead onto the floor. Now join your hands in prayer. So the arms are extended with the hands in prayer in front of you. Now as you inhale, bring the thumb at the base of the neck. And as you exhale, reach the arms forward again. We'll do it 3 more times. Inhale, bring the thumb at the base of the neck. And exhale, release forward. 2 more. Inhale, bend the elbows. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now release the hands to the floor. And as you inhale, come back to a tabletop position. Cross your ankles, shift the bum back, and swing the legs forward and come more towards the front of the mat. Extend the legs, maybe find a little bit of a shake. Now separate your feet about, let's say, 2 fists. So you could bring 2 fists. Hands alongside the hips, press on the hands, lift up the heart. So you don't want to be here. You really want to elongate. So the shoulders are stacked above the hips. Activate the feet, so bring the toes towards you and press the heels forward. It's called Dandasana, a seated staff pose. Now as you inhale, lift the arms above the head. Bring the navel to the spine. And as you exhale, lead with the heart and fall forward. Now your hands need to go somewhere. Maybe they are right underneath the knees. Maybe they are on the ankles. Maybe you can grab your hands, bind the hands behind the ears. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters is that your shoulders are away from the ears, that you stretch the lower back and the back of the legs. You could also keep a nice bend in the knees if you needed to. That's fine. Find your variation again. And when you inhale, you can visualize your spine elongating forward. Crown of the head reaching for the front of the room. And when you exhale, you can deepen your forward bend. As you inhale, you elongate, creating space. And as you exhale, you can fold a little deeper. Keep activating the feet. Now tap the belly, firm the belly. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Elongate. And as you exhale, release the hands to the side. Okay. And now, using the hands, lift the bum, bring it more forward. Press your feet onto the floor. And now open the hands a little bit wider than the hips for a reverse tabletop position. So feet, hips distance, glue them to the floor. Open the chest. So you see here the movement? I open my chest. Now press onto the hands and onto the feet. And as you inhale, lift the bum and bring the chest, the thigh, the legs parallel to the floor so you look like a table. Actually, not a reverse table, like a table. And you can either look forward or you can release the head. That's up to your neck today. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Maybe you can release the wrists and move them in both directions before we do it one more time. Good. Now again, hands behind the hips, a little wider. Open the fingers, bump the chest, press on the feet on the hands. Inhale, find your reverse tabletop. Hold the head or let the head go. Find your own variation. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly with control, release the bum. Good. And then extend the arms forward, tuck the belly, and then roll the spine on the mat. Vertebra by vertebra, very slowly. Good. And then the head comes to the floor, and you can hug your knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug of gratitude for taking care of yourself today. And let's find a gentle back bend here with a bridge pose. So you can bring your heels towards the bum. Make sure you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Now your feet are about hips distance apart. And if you had a yoga block, you could put a yoga block in the thighs just to make sure that you kind of activate them towards one another. But you don't want to have the thighs touching each other, right? Now make sure your head and your neck and your spine are aligned. And as you inhale, press onto the feet, onto the hands, and lift the bum and the hips. And now you can stay here in this position. If you have a little bit of a more advanced practice, you can find a chest expansion. You can interlace the hands, and you can roll the shoulders under the back to find a little bit more height, and then a bit more opening in the chest, but that's absolutely optional. Keep pressing onto the feet, onto the hands. And let's take 2 more breaths here. Then inhale. As you exhale, if you had a chest expansion, release the shoulders, the hands, and slowly everyone unroll the back on the mat. And again, squeeze the knees into the chest. And maybe roll on the side from right to left and left to right. And then plant the feet onto the floor again. And let's find a final twist. So you can open the feet as wide as the mat. You can interlace the hands and bring them behind the skull. So the elbows are open on the floor. Now inhale, looking up to the center. And as you exhale, you drop your knees to the right. And you gaze to the left. And you should feel that in the quads as well. And you can close your eyes and you can take 3 slow deep breaths. As we twist, we detox, releasing any negative emotion, anything negative that we might be holding on to. And then on an inhale, bring the knees to the center and the head. And as you exhale, you go to the left. And you gaze to the right. Big belly breath. One more breath. And back to center as you inhale. Release the hands and let's actually take a happy baby pose. It's the final and one of the ultimate relaxation pose. So bring the knees to the chest, lift the feet to the ceiling. So the feet are parallel to the floor. And now open the knees wider than the torso. You can either grab your anchors, you can grab the big toes, maybe the inner arches of the feet, anything to hold on to. Make sure you keep the lower back on the floor. And imagine a happy baby, maybe, like on the floor, finding their feet, finding, a bit of joy to be here. Gently press the knee to the floor, and if you want here, you can start to straighten one leg, and then straighten the other, and then rolling on the side, falling to one side, falling to the other, finding a bit of playful movement here. Maybe you extend both legs, you bend both legs, freestyle happy baby. And then come to stillness. Gently release whatever you are holding on to. Bring the knees into the chest. One last big hug. So you can lift the upper back, bring the nose towards the knees. Maybe squeeze yourself in a little ball. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can release for a quick Shavasana. But make sure you stay in Shavasana for at least a minute. Opening the legs, letting the feet fall to the side, arms open to the side with the palm facing up. Shavasana is the moment you integrate the practice. It's the ultimate relaxation pose, a moment of stillness, and transition between the practice and whatever comes next, just to make sure you soak it all in. Become aware of the body relaxing on the floor. Become aware of your feet, your legs, your hips, and your glutes. And allow them to relax. Become aware of your hands, your arms, your shoulders. And allow them to relax. Become aware of the whole of the spine, the chest and the belly. Allow them to relax. become aware of your head, the whole of the face, and allow them to relax. Allow yourself to dissolve into this moment, into this gift of relaxation. I invite you to rest in Shavasana for as long as you need to. You can just mute me, or you can start to bring little movements to the fingers and to the toes. Move your head from left to right. Stretch the arms behind the head in a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knees into the heart. And you can roll on the side, finding a fetal position here. And just rest here for a moment and remember this sense of relaxation and know that it's always there for you, always available anytime you feel a bit of stress or tension. Remember that relaxation is there by finding the breath, finding your physical sensations. And then you can slowly come back to a seated position with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. Find a gentle lift in your heart. And find your breath again. Bring your hands in prayer in front of the heart. And you can really thank yourself for making the time to be on your yoga mat. Taking care of your body and your mind, releasing stress, tension, and taking all positive energy and welcoming all the good in your life. You can gently bow the head forward, bring the eyes open, and lift the head. Namaste. Thank you everyone, thank you for joining this practice. I really hope it has helped with whatever you showed up on your mat today. I hope you could leave whatever needed to be left behind you. I wish you a gorgeous day, a gorgeous weekend whenever you're taking this practice. Don't hesitate to share it away to anyone who needs a bit of peace and quiet. You can subscribe to my channel and you can find me on social media as well. You'll see that I do a lot more than yoga. And I will see you next time. Bye.